welcome back, family. Welcome. We are back to inspire, to encourage, and to challenge. Ruth Mueni here, and I'm happy to bring us today a topic that just concerns parents. Are you a young parent? Are you a teen parent? Are you a guardian? Someone who is responsible in a life somewhere, yeah? You could even be an aunt or a cousin, but you're looking at these young lives that we bring in this earth. And as a parent today, I can be able to share some of the mistakes, terrible mistakes that I've done as a parent. And I would really wish that as you're upcoming as a parent, then you can also share with your friend who is a parent and tell them, please, kindly, beware of these terrible mistakes to avoid as a parent. You ready? Mistake number one, we are talking of reprimanding in the public, yeah? Many times when I was bringing up my children, I didn't understand this aspect, and I would really reprimand in public so that the child gets to understand they have done wrong and they are witnesses. So that is a terrible mistake we can avoid. As parents, as guardians, don't ever reprimand in public. Our children are sensitive and they demand the respect. They deserve it, and it is important for us to know when you are reprimanding, it is in private, and when you are rewarding, it is in public. Okay? Number two, there's a mistake we have done. I am also a culprit of this, not involving our children in making critical decisions in a family setup. Yeah? Because at times we feel as parents we are the only ones who can make these decisions, and we don't care the presence of these family members, however young they are. They really need to be recognized, and also we listen to their contribution on matters concerning this family, making it better. So it's always good to get their opinion. It's always good to also hear them out, and you build the family together, because without them, then the family is not complete, because so long as they are there, then they are part of the family. Let's involve each and every family member. And so parents, this is a mistake we can be able to avoid, all right? Number three, it's an interesting one, because it's not learning from them. And when we look at, we are the only ones who know it all. We are the old ones, we are the learned ones, and we feel our children may not have a thing to teach us, yeah? Because you feel they're just born the other day. These dear ones, they have a lot that we can be able to learn. If you sit down and just listen to their opinions and listen to their contribution, or even ask them a question, you'll be so surprised. Whether it is the use of gadgets, whether it is something that will bring in value into the family, I will challenge you, go sit down and be keen to learn. Because if you sit and listen from them, then you'll be able to learn much, much more. Let's not be the kind of parents that we are the know-it-all kind of parents, and I am sure they will feel appreciated, they will feel privileged to belong in such a family, that they are even recognized, that they can also be teachers, as will also be teachers to them. What is that one thing you've learned from your child so far? Is it the use of that gadget? I am sure there's something you can pick and say, this one I've learned from my child. Even as we teach them values, we can also learn from them. Number four, another mistake we do as parents, or I've seen it also with other parents, is where we are saying we are investing for our children instead of investing in them. What are these values? What are these qualities that we are passing into them? Because remember, like today, you are with your child, and within a short period of time, they'll be away. So what do they have carried away from the home setup? Having seen you invested time in them, you've taken them to schools, you've really ensured the culture of that family is well carried on to the next generation. So material wealth is also important, but if we have not invested in them to have these values, the characters, then even the material wealth investment may not come to last forever. So investing values in them are some things that will last forever. Whether they are out of your space or they are in your space, they are things they will always live to remember, that because of my parents, I learned this, and I can be able to pass it over to another generation and to another generation. So as we are remembering to invest, let's remember it is investing in them, not for them, but not saying that we cannot also invest for them, okay? Number 5, it's about failing to bond with our children from the word go, yeah? It is not about waiting until they are old or they are teenage or they are a certain life of being married. It is from the word go, bonding with our children when they are very young of age and they understand our presence and they understand that we are there for them, not really concerned on the presence or the gifts, but even our actual presence, the quality time we offer. I know parents, we can be very, very busy, yeah? And we can be able to concentrate on so many things to make sure that ends meet in the family. But we have that time that we say, this one is for my children. And remember, children, don't treat them as if they are the same. Each and every child is different, unique from the other. So set aside separate time for each one of them, even as you do a corporate meeting for them, and understand them, hear them. When you bond with them, you'll be able to understand them better and also understand their strengths, understand their weaknesses, and that support will also help them even as they grow up to know this is the direction I take. Because why? As my father has taken time to be with me, my mother has taken time to be with me, I have an auntie I can rely on, and they can never be stranded in this life because they know we are there for them. So have you been spending more time away from them? Now you can be able to bring in the bond stronger instead of filling in the gap with other things because we failed. Let's not fail. We can correct things right now, okay? And then the other one is on number 6. It's quoting past mistakes. Have you ever forgiven a child of doing a mistake? And then after you forgive them, tomorrow they do another mistake and you are reminding them of the past mistake. That is not something they really appreciate. They really feel hurt. So if you forgive kindly, just do away with that in your mind and don't keep on repeating the mistakes they have done. Mean it. If you're forgiven, mean it by not reminding them. So avoid that mistake. And then number 7, which is the last one, is changing of goalposts, yeah? This one is interesting, and I'm sure majority of us, we could be there, whereby you really want to reward a child after achieving a thing, whether it is good grades or whether it is doing the house chores or whatever it is. But now they are really working towards achieving the thing because you promised them something. But how many times do we keep our promise that you have done this, so I am here to reward you over your achievement? So is it that PlayStation you've even advised? Is that bike? Whatever kind of a gift you have promised. Parents, let's keep the promise. Let's not push goals and postpone promises. Let's reward our children in the public, and I am sure with those tips we can be better parents going forward. We can also help others to be better parents and guardians, and we can live a life of bonding and having our children trust in us. All right, thank you so much. Keep on subscribing, keep on sharing. Let's hear your comments, and Baraka. Bye bye.